Grro Redevelopment primarily was going to be a housing development. We were going to construct houses and change this whole neighborhood the way it was when we first grew up. We had one little empty lot. Nothing had ever grown on it and no houses had ever been there. So we had it plowed, had this little lot, city lot, plowed up that hadn't been used in 80-some years. Had it plowed up, and my wife, Ardis, and Rosetta, and another neighbor,
Marion.
The three of them went out there and they started a community garden. We named the community garden after my grandmother, who owned a lot of this property beforehand, the Ruth Hughes and Brody family community garden.
It was tremendous. The fruit of the vine was fantastic. It grew beautifully. And of course, it was basically virgin land, so, of course it grew. And everything that someone said to us we should do, we did. I think one of the first things we did was to get honeybees.
I'd gone to Farm Service Administration because I wanted to know if we could have a high tunnel.
And why did you want a high tunnel?
Because I just thought it would be aesthetically pretty. I didn't know nothing about growing in a high tunnel. I just thought between all these houses, if I had a high tunnel back there, it'll look like that yard we were doing something with it. That was before we do the garden thing. I asked them about it, and they told me at the Farm Service Administration that, no, you can't get a farm, you got to have 10 acres or more to have a farm. So I was kind of disappointed, so we went on with the garden. Just kept it going, but I never could get this high tone thing out of my mind. And then we had the open house.
Yes. We had people from Farm Services, Rural Services, NRCS, from all over.
The county manager, the city manager, the mayor
the
came,
chief of police.
Chief of police, yeah.
City council, county commissioners.
Phil Fallon and Congressman Estridge, both of them came. They just happened to be there. And Phil said, I told him what we were trying to do, and Phil said, why don't you give them a farm number?
So the new farm bill had come out declaring that a farm was a place where you could grow and make money, this type of thing. No longer restricted to 10 acres.
The next day, I go to the Farm Service Administration. Right then and there, they wrote up a farm number, and we named it the Crews Farm, and I went right across the hall to the NRCS. And they had been at the open house, and so we started talking about this high tunnel that I wanted. Carolina Farm Steward had already done a CAP plan for us, conservation activity plan, so that we knew that what we wanted to do, and we just didn't know we were able to do it. And so they approved us to apply for the high tunnel. We were the first to do a high tunnel in the city. We had to go to the city council because they wanted us to have a special use permit because you're going to put up something.
Because we didn't know very much, we just went everywhere whenever there was some educational opportunity. And everywhere I traveled, I always saw the same people. If I went east or west, I saw all of these people. Not a lot of people from our home area here in Vance County. So we decided, well, if we have classes here, people will come to us. And our county was kind of financially distressed and with lots of problems. So we can have some classes, maybe to buy some gas, to do something. So we had the classes early in the morning and let them run till late at night so people can buy gas, stop at the restaurant. But all of our classes were like 30, 40 people. And when we got ready to put the high tunnel up, we didn't know how to do that either. So we had a class through Carolina Farm Steward.
So people come from all over, from Durham, Raleigh, all over
all over North Carolina and South Carolina
to install this high tunnel, to see how high tunnel
to do high
tunnels. We called it micro market farming because we were less than an acre and we were doing market farming. That was our business plan. The business plan that we were going to only grow what we had a contract for. A young lady that works at Henderson Collegiate, she was a nutritionist. She saw the thing about the paper in the paper. Really got a lot of play. So she called me up and asked could she come over. Linda Thayer. And she was the nutritionist at the charter school. And she came over and said to us, she sat down and said, well, I was excited about all the stuff you all are growing. And I want the school, the charter school, to eat more healthier. And that anything that you all grow, if you all were GAP certified, I would buy everything that you grow and I would change the menus based on what you all were growing. That got us excited. We set this up just for small farmers. And so what we've done is that a lot of farmers, when they grow their produce, the problem you have with small farmers is that they can only sell so much of the farmer's market, only their a crop to farmer's market, because people in America, everything got to be perfect. And so here's the problem with perfect food. If the apple doesn't look perfect, if it has any blemishes on it, then people are not going to get it, think something wrong with it. We do cooking, and we can take the B and C and D crop and buy it from them. So that person has the option of making more money by selling his A crop to the farmer's market, because that's the only market he has, and selling his B and C to us. At this point, we have graduated from the farm. Now our mobile farmers market is now the Wellness on Wheels program.
So all of our food programs fall under Wellness on Wheels because, as I said, food is medicine. We've got maybe like 390 clients, and most of them are deliveries, just a handful of pickups.
But the whole idea of prescription produce and what has happened, that Grro has now grown to where we now are billable agencies. So we actually bill the insurance companies for food. So when a person is being discharged from the hospital, he or she is given the opportunity to participate in the getting free food or getting all kinds of food programs.
Many years ago, one of our funding agencies named us Grro, Green Rural Redevelopment Organization. We were surprised by that, but thought it was very appropriate because we grow, and we grow people, and we grow the community. And so the work is very important, everything that we do. I would not change anything for the education that I've received by becoming a farmer, or how it has introduced me in a different level to the earth and for caring for the earth. I'm so excited about what we do. It is heartwarming when people tell you what it means to receive a box of food. And we're still not growing, we're still growing.